Dreadmore is no ordinary man. A seasoned investigator of the paranormal, he has faced shadows that would drive most people to madness. His curiosity and courage have led him into places where the living fear to tread, seeking the truth behind legends and whispers. Tonight, he ventures into one of the most feared locations of all, the Holloway Asylum, abandoned for decades, a place where those who entered after dark never returned the same. Story begins. 1:30 to 20. The storm raged as Dreadmore drove along the empty road, his headlights slicing through sheets of rain. The asylum loomed ahead, massive and decaying, its shattered windows reflecting flashes of lightning. The wind howled through the broken frames, carrying faint whispers that seemed to speak his name. His car's tires hissed across puddles as he approached, and a sense of unease settled deep in his bones. Stepping inside, the air was icy and heavy, thick with the smell of mold and something far fouler, something almost human. Rusted beds and crumbling walls stretched endlessly into darkness. Every step echoed as if mocking him. The corridors seemed impossibly long, bending and twisting in ways that made him question his own perception. In an old office, he found patient records stacked haphazardly on a desk. Dusty ledgers and tattered papers detailed whispers in the walls, voices calling names that weren't there. Some patients wrote of shadows that moved independently, crawling along the ceilings and walls at night. One note ended abruptly. "They're coming." A shiver ran down Dreadmore's spine as a whisper brushed his ear. Dreadmore. He followed muddy footprints into a ward, where a rocking chair swayed slowly on its own. Lightning illuminated grotesque shadows twisting along the walls. Each shadow seemed to move deliberately, almost watching him. Whispers grew louder, urgent, echoing through the hallways like a chorus of unseen voices. Each step he took seemed mirrored by invisible footsteps behind him, and his pulse raced. He descended into the basement. The darkness thickened, pressing in around him. The walls seemed to breathe, pulsing in rhythm with his own heartbeat. Whispers swirled in every direction, calling his name, mocking him, speaking of things he could not understand. Suddenly, a door slammed with enough force to shake the floor. A tall, distorted figure emerged, its features obscured in shadow, voice raspy. "You shouldn't be here." Dreadmore ran, heart hammering, as the asylum itself seemed to warp around him. Corridors twisted and bent impossibly, doors led to nowhere, and shadows stretched unnaturally. Time lost all meaning. Minutes became hours, and hours became endless moments of terror. He stumbled across a room filled with old patient belongings, broken dolls, torn clothes, and journals filled with terrified writings. Some pages were stained dark, as if ink had bled into something unholy. A low whisper followed him. "You can't leave, Dreadmore." In the farthest corner of the basement, he found a spiral staircase descending into darkness even deeper than the rest of the asylum. Despite the terror clawing at him, he forced himself downward. At the bottom, the walls were covered with names, hundreds of them, etched deep into the stone. Some were old, faded, some looked fresh. And at the very center, glowing faintly in the dim light, was his own name, Dreadmore. Suddenly, a chorus of whispers erupted around him, overlapping and deafening. Shadows detached themselves from the walls, writhing and twisting toward him. The distorted figure appeared again, closer this time, its hands stretching unnaturally long, fingers curling like claws. Dreadmore ran up the staircase, the asylum twisting with each step. Every hallway, every door seemed designed to trap him. He finally burst through a doorway, expecting freedom. But he was back at the entrance. His watch showed 5 hours had passed, though it felt like mere minutes. Rain drenched him. Lightning illuminated the carved letters on the wall. Dreadmore. Fresh, dark, and pulsing with something alive. A whisper hissed behind him, low and cruel. "We remember you." He fled into the storm, the wind carrying the echoes of the asylum's whispers. They followed him, seeping into his mind, into his dreams, promising that he would never truly escape. Every shadow became alive, every whisper a reminder. Dreadmore had become part of the forgotten, and the Holloway Asylum had claimed him, body, mind, and soul. Even now, the whispers linger, calling his name, waiting for him to return.